I was trying to clone my MacBook as a bootable drive. So that means technically I have two Mac. With that bootable drive, I can boot up from any Mac computers and still get my work done, just in case, for emergencies. But as usual, after an hour or so cloning the entire disk, you're talking about 1 TB, fail, I hate it. It comes always towards the end. Why don't you tell me fail first, then I won't do it. Oh my gosh, this really pissed me off. So it was like close to 11. So I said, hey, okay, let me call you on the phone. Then I have to reformat the disk again and go through. I've not done this for years, so kind of based on my limited knowledge, and I will try it again later on. So
Michael,
yeah,
I learned something.
yeah. What did you
Your
learn?
journey.
Huh? Sorry, come again.
Your journey is the mission. The mission is your journey. Lesson in life.
Oh yeah,
You'll
yeah,
never
yeah.
know whether it's good for you or not until it's the end.
Yeah, that's what we are saying, right? Yeah, correct. It's only towards the end then we can tell whether your true love is really a true love, right? Correct.
There's no true love in the world. Sorry.
Only towards the end. Who knows? Your girlfriend might walk into the grave with you.
No, I don't want that.
It's going to be very lonely up there.
I seriously, if I can choose, I don't want my girlfriend to be to die with me. No.
Serious?
Nah. I
Oh
want
my
to die
god.
alone.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Well, yeah, it's a sad situation. I know you're crying, but yeah, you should take it lightly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what were
So much
we were talking
time
about
this.
we we were
Yeah.
talking about death yesterday, right? Like can afford to die, and yeah, what have you. Yeah, so I kind of posted up that chat we had, kind of short chat, but I think it was worth talking about that. Yeah. So what is in your plate today? Any projects? And what are some of the
Now,
projects you're working on? Huh? No.
I want to read a book today.
Oh, you want to read a book?
I mean, some simple company branding project and
Oh, okay.
uh
Oh, company are still doing branding. I thought branding is
big projects.
yeah.
There won't be.
Okay. I thought branding is dead. I mean, it's so dated though. Uh, I don't find doing corporate identity is a cool thing anymore. I don't find more so doing branding. I find very dated. It's a different kind of marketing out there these days. I don't
Yeah.
have a word. I don't have a word to describe Casey. You see, the problem with many companies, all right, many companies that I know of, that I work with, we tend to separate our client, all right? Take your client. As I say client, you imagine your client, all right? We tend to say, hey, our client works from 9 to 5. They use this computer. Therefore, we are branding it in their work. All right. Many company does that. Many companies, 99.9% of companies. Oh yeah, CEO use this. Oh, the 50,000 employees, use this laptops or computers, and we brand to say things like, oh, it helps you optimize your workflow. It helps you to coordinate your peer. Building teamwork with our laptop. Our laptop is designed for that. We all heard it years and years and years since the founding of computers. For 40 years, it never changed. All right. It was a wrong thing. It's a wrong marketing is because the same guy, the employee of the company or the CEO of the company, when they leave the company at 5 o'clock, they will most likely take their laptop and continue with their personal life. So somehow we are so silo, We only see that, oh, it's a 9 to 5 branding. It's a 9 to 5 branding. We use our iPhone for anything these days, from calling the doctor to talking to your mom to, chatting with girlfriend to do a transaction of your PayLah, you bought something, the kind of thing.
Yeah.
So the phone is no longer a business tool anymore. All right. The phone has become a very human tool. So branding, well, these days, when people invite me to attend branding talks and some even give me free. Oh, it's worth $4,000. Michael, is free for you. Man, it's full of crap, man. I don't want to listen to that anymore. Yeah. All this branding thing is all shit. Nothing is fresh out there. So forget I don't want to use the word branding anymore. It doesn't mean a thing. Design doesn't mean a thing. Design doesn't mean a thing. What means is you design something and the company can make profit out of it. That is good design. Purely speaking, commercial design, commercial art, commercial creatives. I provide you something as a designer. With this something, okay, you can find value in it. Then I'll say it's a good design. That's all. All right.
I
Yeah.
agree with you.
Yeah. And I hate to
Uh,
use, I don't use big words anymore. I mean, do you think client cares about uppercase, lowercase, baseline, X height? Oh, don't give me
yeah.
that crap. Do you think my client is concerned about, hey, are you using a 1.4 aperture or what f-stop do you use? They don't give a shit. I mean, to be good at what you do or what I do, we don't need the technicalities really. Just produce something practical and your client can find value in it. And that's all to it. That's all it counts. That is a success factor. So if client ever asks you, Casey, how do you measure success in what you do for me? I say, I provide you with something. All right. You take it, you use it, you find value in it, then it's a good design. All right. Yeah, that's simple it is. Right. And not forget about, oh, we are here to increase our market share from 3% to 7% in the first quarter. Towards the end of the year, all right, you will double your revenue as compared to year 2018 to 2019. All right. Yeah, correct. Yeah. We also would like to double our mind share. Mind share means, oh, people who knows your brand, but they are not users of your brand. Oh yeah, I know that brand, but I'm not a user of it. Yeah. Full of balonies. That's what they call it in the American term. It's full of balonies. Yeah. Yeah. Let's do honest graphics. That's all. Let's do honest graphics. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, that's my slice of design lah. Probably
Yeah.
this how I was thinking. Like, man, I left Motorola in 2015, I think. Is it 15? Yeah. No, not 2001, 2005. Since then, my mind is thought this way, branding is dated, graphic design is dated. I mean, not that we do not need it, we still need it, but the thinking behind it has to change. Yeah, correct. The thinking behind it has to change. Funny thing, Casey,
Yeah.
every time I go out of the house, we are required to wear masks. And if I put on those blue surgical masks, whether it's blue or pink, yeah, my nose will start itching. And I will sneeze. Oh my god! And you can see a white patch on my mask. I hate it. Yeah, yeah,
Me too. I
yeah.
think because we are not used to Singapore, we don't have that habit of wearing.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, you know how much germs you have in your own nose, and you.
Correct. Number one
Yeah.
is that little fiber in that surgical mask. You
Yeah.
look at it,
Yeah.
it's after a while, it frails, the fiber starts showing, it's like wear and
Yeah.
tear. And it tickles the nose, or some may come off and I inhale it because it's all trapped within. And it tickles the nose and becomes itchy and starts sneezing. And imagine when a few times I was caught sneezing in my mask and I don't have tissue. Oh my gosh, it's wet, it's stinko. You know, my breath is. We never like our own breath. Put it that way, right? The
No,
moment you,
I like.
the moment you wear it, only my wife like my breath. You know, yeah. The moment I wear it, oh my gosh, I can smell my breath. Oh my gosh, regardless of how well I clean my teeth and floss it and use Listerine to gargle it, it will still come after a while. So that is disgusting. So unless you can invent a very affordable, good smelling mask. Hey, they have not invented a scented mask. You know, it's scented like oh strawberry, you know. Yeah, yeah, I'll buy for my little kid Nana, you know, Nana like strawberry, you know. Right? Pink and it's strawberry, green is like lemon or lime or whatever, you know. Yeah, and I don't know, blue can be aqua or what, I don't know. I mean, hey, you know, it's a great idea, isn't it? You know,
I
right?
like the idea. A
Yeah,
scented mask.
center.
I mean,
I don't need
fictional.
graphic. Everybody is putting graphics on it. You know what the hell? You know, right? Yeah. So we do the scented one, you know, because we know my breath smell, your breath smell. Whose breath doesn't smell, right? So what we want? Your breath smell worst. Is that what you're saying? Huh? Yeah.
I'm very conscious about my breath. Very very conscious.
Yeah.
It's
But you carry those mean spray, is it?
yeah. I have mouth
I
spray.
used to
Yes.
have that when I serve clients, you know, I spray a bit and then before I go to for meetings. Yeah. But I think a scented mask would be quite interesting. You know, packaging just put a big star, you know, very typical. We don't have to be really designers. Scented cherry, scented strawberry, blueberry. Oh my gosh. Isn't it pretty?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's a brilliant idea. You want to do it?
No, but I wouldn't want to do that. But if I have the money, I will get into mass business. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to buy a machine that I have a humble
Right. Or
KTC.
home factory
Okay.
lah, home
Yeah.
factory.
Just make my own mask
Mm,
and it what do you call that? I may not be producing a lot. Okay.
yeah.
My idea is I have this idea that let's say I can produce 100,000 or 300, or let's say I can produce 1 million masks a year, right?
Right.
Our masks will be our daily thing soon, or now it's our daily thing. It'll be for
Yeah.
the next 1 year or two.
No, it's ongoing. Anybody who fall sick will wear a mask. You know, right? So it's going to be
So
ongoing,
I want is I will
ongoing.
produce if let's say you pay me right in terms of month, like say $50,
Correct. Correct.
right? I will send you the mask every month.
Yeah.
You don't need to
Centered to
worry
your
about
smell. Right.
not
Right. Correct. Correct.
you
Yeah.
don't need to worry about whether you got stocks or the price I spent or things like that.
Right.
So though it's like this machine is made because you paid monthly. Yeah.
Right. Right. But
So
I
you
wonder.
have
Right. I,
sample
yeah.
stuff.
I wonder if the material to make the surgical mask a controlled item. The material you need to buy those
Yes,
mask material. I don't know
yes,
whether
it
it's a
is.
controlled.
It's special.
Yeah, I know it's special. I do not know if it's a controlled item. That means you may
It is
need
now.
a license to buy it. And the license is not because I just opened up a company for $20 and I got a license. But you really may need to apply for a license. Yeah. But there is one Singapore just recently. All right. Singapore has set up a mass manufacturing company.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, they learn from it. Right. Yeah, mask manufacturing company. So anyway, that is scented mask. Yeah, I would do scented masks. As a novelty lah. Like a pack of five scented, selling in convenience store like 7-Eleven. If you fall sick on the way home, just grab a pack. It's scented. You know, I would pay a few cents more for a scented mask because I know it's gonna be stinko, wearing the surgical mask.
Rob, drop
right?
a drop of essential oil onto your mask. I think that will help too.
Yeah, something like that. That's the idea, right? That's the idea. Yeah, that's the idea. Right. Correct. Correct. Yeah. Correct. Yeah. Yeah.
Then what are you up to today?
Well, I tell you,
Your
Casey,
film.
no, Casey, it's so scary. When we first got onto this call some 2, 3 weeks ago, all right. When we first started this call, I was telling you that I was working on a design brief for a video, and my client was on hold because of this COVID-19. No sound at all, out of the file say now. For 3 weeks, zero. Yeah, I can hear a pin drop even, it's a scary feeling, but not that. I mean, scary is not because of financial scary. Scary is because when there's no communications, especially from clients or from
Yeah.
friends, it is a scary feeling, isn't it? This kind of scary feeling, yeah. So anyway, so that is nothing on the plate, lah. Nothing on the plate. Straits Times just released an article 2 days ago. It says that come June 2nd, when the circuit breaker is over, life is not back normal yet. By then, a lot of restaurants were already closed. Many will decide not to continue because of the supply chain disruption. Rehire talents. The inventory they had before that was all trash. You can't keep pork for 3 months. That kind of thing. Yeah. So many companies will be cutting their losses and would decide not to continue. After June 2, restaurants can still operate the way they are operating now, only takeaway, still no sit-in. Um, Takeaway business only covers 10% of their regular profits before COVID-19. So imagine they lost about 90% of their profit. The turnaround is slow now. Yeah, 90%
Yeah.
of their profit. Yeah. So they'll have a hard time running lah. Despite even the landlord that says, okay, I waived the 2 months of renter. All right. It's still tough for them because the overheads for restaurants and cafes are very high. Very, very high. Yeah. Correct. So that is one area that's going to be hit the hardest. Yeah. Mhm. Correct. Well, looks like the community numbers have gone up again. I think today is or yesterday, 21. It's like 14. The few days ago it was like down to like 2 and 3 and 1, and suddenly zoop to 14. My God, this is really that is the scary thing. The government is looking at all this, from a 3 to a 14, especially community spread. Man, we might go back to square one at any time. Like halfway through June 2, when the community numbers goes high, I tell you, it's another circuit breaking for at least a month. Yeah,
It's okay, Michael. I'm enjoying my
yeah.
breaker now. I'm used to it.
It's an implication of it. Yeah, we get you. Everybody get used to it, no matter what. It's no
Yeah.
choice. But the implication is people who runs business, your client will be shaken and say, "Oh my gosh, when would I ever be able to run my business? Let alone getting Casey to do my work, right?" That is the implications. That the whole economy is going to stop again. I know we get used to it, but we can't be getting used to it without food, right? We have to get used to it with food and water still, and a house to live in, at least those basic necessity. Then if there's no projects, clients' confidence is shaken and they are not moving their business, they will start cutting back all these marketing things. Really, yeah, correct. So that is an implication. There's an implication. Yeah. So uh, it could be a world depression, like in the 1930s. The whole world have gone into depression. The Great Depression they call it. And the world so this could be a depression. The world need to
Restart.
restart or reboot or alternate Control Delete or something on your PC. You restart to boot up your system, to turn off all the extensions, to cut away all the fats, to filter out all the filthy stuff. And how we want to restart, man, is another problem. The whole world is so disjointed, right? I have my way of running. Yeah, imagine the whole world is just one country, one race, no religion, all right, one language, one currency. Yeah. Hey, what can I say? Right? That would be the ideal the ideal situation. Yeah.
That's the end time really.
Yeah.
Whatever you just described, right?
Mhm.
Whatever you just described on
Right.
the currency
Correct.
thing
Correct.
that is related to this pandemic,
Correct.
yeah, it's all stated in the Bible. I know you don't read the Bible, but it's stated
No,
in the
I
Bible.
do. I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that
Mm.
is the end time. That is the
Correct.
end time.
You are talking about the book of Revolution, right?
Revelation. Wrong.
I am testing you, Casey. Yeah, because your eyes was about to close. I quickly switched to a word to make sure that you wake up from it. Hey, Casey, imagine out in space, all right? If you do believe in UFOs, I mean those aliens living out in space, do you think they have groups like fighting over each other territory and all this?
I'm sure politics are living among us and them. I believe so.
No, aliens also like, oh, I have my group, you have your group, my color is green and your color is yellow and we can get along. Yeah, correct.
I can only tell you that our imagination for aliens are all in the movie. We don't have if the movie don't start telling us about aliens, we will never have the imagination about aliens. Alien is always, oh, they say one. It's always that day. It's not proven in any scientific ways. Yeah. So this is how I will say lah. The only way I would think about alien is, yes, if there will be aliens, there will be politics. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
How extensive are the politics depend on how much woman aliens are
How
there,
fast your space saucer can fly, right? Maybe.
or how many
No,
how
like
many.
Star Wars are basically. I mean, you don't see Luke Skywalker as a sky defender. You see him as an alien. Then yeah, there's a good and the bad, right? The white and the black and the good and the evil and yeah. So see them as aliens out there. So yeah, maybe it makes sense. Right? It's politics, it's power. You defend your own kind, and destroy the others that's not your kind. That kind of thing. Yeah. Correct. Yeah. So, well,
A bit
interesting. Yeah.
scary thought if you ask me.
Uh,
Of course, the universe is so big, right? And we do not know how big it is, and Earth is just dust in the universe. So
correct.
so
Correct.
we do not know what's going on outside there. But
Right.
I remember one of my about 20 over years ago when I was still a kid, when I'm in church, right? I'm very close to my pastor.
Uh,
My pastor is the founder of Bible Presbyterian Church.
what
So
church do you go to now, Casey?
New Creation. It's
Where are they?
Star Vista.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Star Vista. Yeah. The
very
ship,
big,
right? Or what they call it.
very
Yeah.
big church.
Or the star or what? Yeah.
Yeah. So what happened is the pastor, we just started virtual reality, the internet and stuff like that,
Okay. All right.
And he said something that it always stays in my mind.
Uh-huh.
We can't even handle reality.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, why are we getting into the virtual reality? Which is the fact. We virtual reality has become a place, right, where we escape, where we a hiding place for our soul, for our mind, that we do not want to think about it. We thought we are hiding. It's like ostrich hiding your head inside there, but we are not.
Mm-hmm.
That's how he described it, and we had to be really careful about it.
Right.
I'm preaching.
Uh-huh.
But
But they are good that
I
came out from virtual reality, isn't it?
sorry, what do you say?
There are goodness that came out from virtual reality.
I mean, of course, their goodness came out from
Right.
anything.
Right.
Something like, the vitagen that we are drinking is from bacteria.
The good bacteria, right?
Yeah.
I
There's goodness out of it.
Right.
Look at you watch Godfather, right? the movie?
Actually, to be honest with you, I have not followed Godfather, not even the first episode.
Mm.
Right, yeah, I have not. But vaguely, I kind of remember
Okay, he's a
the
gangster.
story about. Right,
You
uh-huh.
know, he's a gangster.
Right,
He kill people, but he don't call himself a murderer because he don't kill. He gets someone else to kill it. You know, yeah.
right, right.
So he gets someone else outside the family to kill the people he wants to kill.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So,
Correct.
but so he's a gangster. He's a bad guy, so called.
Right,
You know, but
right,
what goodness coming out from him?
right,
He just refused to deal with drugs. He say, I can deal with gambling, I can deal with prostitution, you know,
right,
but
right,
no drugs.
right,
Yeah,
right, right.
because
Uh-huh.
drugs you go in, you cannot control. The government will not like it. The government will not stay on my side. I have no control with the government. You know all this. So
Mm.
there is a goodness in him because he knows that that's uncontrollable. That is how I would subject to, you know, there's always a goodness out of everything.
Oh,
But
yeah, yeah.
this is how we find balance. We talk about
Mm.
virtual reality. Can we live without it now? No, I just wrote something on my Facebook, right?
Ah,
What is the next pandemic? You know what? No internet.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
When we have no internet, it's a real pandemic. You know that you were first one to scream.
Okay.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
everybody will be screaming and crying, and I
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
connect to
No,
my
no, no Wi-Fi lah. No, no, no network. Yeah, correct,
I
correct,
can't play my game anymore, you know?
correct, correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know that I think the scary. Yeah, I mean that's correct. I think from government standpoint is that their defense system is totally down, right? I mean you can't communicate, you can't deploy your people. You know what I mean? Yeah,
Yeah.
the whole network is down. So how are you going to control your drones and deploy your army in the field? It's going to be tough. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
going to be tough.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
correct.
that's how I see that the scary thing about the future war, right, is about that, right? During
Yeah,
the war, the enemy will try to bomb your villages so that you lost grip, you have to protect your people,
right,
you know?
right.
So now they will try to bomb your telecom towers.
No, it's important. Yeah, 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 correct.
That's what
Uh,
telecom towers always do.
telecommunications, water and food source. You bomb your hospitals and desert, man. That is very devastating. Yeah,
Yeah.
correct, correct.
But war won't happen for now. I believe. I always think that, you know, you look at pandemics, you look at this, but are humans actually ready for this? Once again, after all the World War One and Two, no, we are not. We are not. We are so into self proclamation. You know,
Yeah, yeah, I understand.
yeah,
Yeah,
we are
correct. But
so into
but the war might be a different kind of war. I take for example. I mean, who knows, right? Hypothetically speaking, this COVID-19 could be a
L.
war, but a war that went out of hand. Like take for example, a country, all right, is trying to spite China, right? Brought the virus to China, all right, and it started there, and then China people die. Oh, we are winning the war. China people die. We don't even have to shoot a bullet, but somehow it have gone out of control. And there's a backfire. Now it's a kind of war still, right? Correct? It's a kind of
It's
war, right? Yeah,
I agree with you. You know, this pandemic that make us have lockdowns and stuff like
right,
that. It's very movie like, if you ask me. The first
right.
few weeks, me and my wife was just chatting that isn't this so scary? Sometimes when you go out, right, you see frightened expressions or body language. You
Mm,
buy things, you have
mm.
to queue up. You know,
Yeah, it's
you
living
see,
in twilight. Yeah, correct,
yeah, yeah,
correct.
very scary.
Living in twilight. Yeah, correct, correct.
And, I was driving down to the town the other day, and
Right.
so we try our best to go away from our area to do shopping. So we have a, you know, so it's like, wow, Michael, it's so scary. The whole place is so quiet
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
it's so the streets are empty,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
so these
Right.
are kind of behavior. But I would say let's get used to it.
Mm.
Next month come, we're going to have another month of the phase one. If things doesn't improve, we will carry
Right.
on.
Mm-hmm.
Things improve, we're going to phase two. Phase
Right.
two will be in July or in August. By then, right, 2020 is over. You know,
Right.
right? So government is going to say, okay, 2020 no tax, something like that.
Does it helps, but not really a lot, lah. Right?
I
Yeah.
mean,
Correct.
what kind of tax you want? Nobody's working.
Yeah. Correct.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
what I meant is we're going to restart the whole thing. But I
Mm.
look at the bright side for us, for me.
Right.
I really look at the bright side for me. I don't have a lot of clients.
Right.
I
Mm-hmm.
don't have. What do
Right.
I have to lose? I have
Right.
nothing to lose.
Mm-hmm.
I can restart my business again, and there will
Mm.
be a lot of people who really need genuine help.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and people like us, we can really give genuine help because we know business. Yeah, with our experiences, and I've been through the SARS period to understand that this is part and parcel of life. What are we going through after that?
Yeah.
What do we need after that? Yeah.
Yeah. But
So this,
how are we preparing ourselves to bounce back after the COVID-19? I mean the preparation to go back into life as normal, but yet survive better. I think, right? I mean, it's going to be another, fighting for jobs, fighting for clients. You sent me an article of this Grab guy, I think a Malay guy who started a production company with a Chinese friend. And then because of this COVID-19, he decided to deliver food to make ends meet. Prices was good then. Now prices is bad, and he has to go through so much shit. And he's giving his perspective of what the true Singapore is like. The rich versus the poor and what have you. Right? Yeah. So so what would he do? I don't know what's his name, Fazi or Ahmad or what. What would he do, or what is he doing to prepare himself, you know, from coming back and make it again, right? See, client will not say, oh, June 2, AKC, I got a project, it's urgent. I mean, client is also like holding back. Let's see, maybe another phase not coming, no point investing a money for another design work. Marketing will kind of slow down. Nobody is going to spend a lot of money after the June 2. All right, it'll take a while before you and I can see any marketing budget. Do you agree?
yeah, yeah,
Right,
yeah,
yeah. So at the meantime, hey, let's give ourselves another 3 months for client. Give client another 3 months to really settle down and say, hey, yeah, Michael, I got a design now I need for this. Let's say it won't come. Man, come June to add another 3 months. June, July, August, September. 3/4 of the year is gone. We have nothing. All right. Maybe Christmas come. Let's say pandemic is over. Christmas come. People are willing to spend some money to push the economy. That's the only time, and people won't be client. And when I say people, I mean client won't be so strategic now. Hey, let's go mass, let's go smash. Let's tell the world my company is still alive. Let's tell the world I'm still selling my Christmas trees. Right, the lay long time. Everybody will be screaming. Hey, it's that kind of directions. So this whole year is going to be really sluggish, very sluggish. You will still have opportunities, but very sluggish. The pie has gotten smaller. A lot of people are waiting out there to grab each other's client. That is the fact. That is the fact. All
yep.
right. All right. And maybe the only chance is to look at year 2021 onwards. Yeah. So if there's any preparation, it's too short to prepare for June 2. It's only like another 10 days. Come on. What can you do? You need a miracle to be able to bounce back and say, yeah, June 2, hey, I got 50 or maybe five good clients in my funnel that I can develop and build business out of it. Nothing. Nothing, really zero, nothing, right? Unless we have done something, our homework, like, hey, we have done something so nice, all right? Just like that, the guitar logo. Come June 2, hey, Jose, let's meet up, Jose say, okay, let's wear our mask and meet up. We do a show and tell, and who knows, something might come up from it, right? Yeah. So other than that, I do not see anything in the horizon, at least for this whole year, for this whole year, right? The only hope is only 2021. So if there's anything we need to do now is to prepare for 2021. Yeah, that is how I see it. Yeah, correct. Yeah, correct. Maybe going out there and look for a job. I think job is tough. I think the unemployment is like already hitting the roof. All countries, yeah, jobless and all this. Yeah, it's quite tough, lah. Right. Hopefully, it's an eye opening for the government to rethink their policies on foreign talent. Yeah,
You think
hopefully,
so?
hopefully. Uh they they would they would consider, yes, for the better of the country. It's a wake up call, right?
Okay.
They what measures are going to put in place, I do not know. Maybe the quota is smaller. Imagine 300,000 for, I don't even know that number existed. Okay, so you ask me, oh, how many foreign workers do we have? Those living in dormitories are not talent, are foreign workers. My guess is like 10,000. My gosh, 300,000 is a lot. One Our national stadium can hold 50,000. Wow, my
Yeah.
gosh! Imagine just 50,000. Say, wow, looks like about right lah. 50,000 is the max we have, But 300,000, that is a scary number, man.
Yeah.
If they all are coordinated and go on a strike, man, we are dead. It's not violent strike. It's sit down and do nothing. A peaceful strike, man. I tell you, our buildings will not come out, man.
But that won't happen.
Suppliers and all this. No, you never know. That's why our government, AKC, speaking of that, it's so sad. Oh, I'm going to tell you a very sad story. My childhood friend, my childhood friend today is employed by a developer construction company. A lot of construction companies saw developers making the money. They also want to become developer. A lot of construction. It's just like printer become graphic design agencies. They jump into becoming a developer. So my friend works for this. I don't want to mention name. He worked for this developer, and there is many dormitories in Singapore. That's why we have 300,000. All right. So you divide, let's say, 5,000 to one dormitory. You can see the amount of dormitories we have in Singapore. He managed one of these big developers' dormitory. Doesn't pay well, all right. Maybe 3,000-4,000 a month, as a facilities manager, and make sure that the toilet works in the dormitory. Make sure that they follow the policy of fire safety. The kind of thing, right? During this COVID-19, you and I know, and it's flashed out in newspapers, that the government are treating them like king, really, because they're afraid that if they go on strike, they sneak out of their fans and start
Mm.
spreading the germs again or the virus again. Man, I think the big plans we have for this circuit breaker won't work. So that's why they treat them like king, really. Those who are not infected, all right, they have to put them in a safe place. All right, very natural. I would do the same. Many have gone into cruise ship. My gosh, they are living in luxury. Their salary is paid. The food is delivered to them. So is their laundry. Imagine they are touring in a hotel room, but they can't come out. All the infrastructure is provided for them. They are sick, they see a doctor, they are not supposed to come out. My friend, Singaporean, is neglected. He still take the public transports to go home. He still tapao his own food to go home. Is he not vulnerable of those virus? More so, he works in the dormitory, but they are the neglected. I feel so sorry for him when he shared with me, the text that said, "Hey, Michael, the government has neglected us." Oh my gosh, it's very sad. It's true. The government only focus. That's why our government, their our perception of government is very close, very very typical, very close.
I like what you have just shared with me. Perhaps you should get your friend write his side of his story because nobody knows. You see, I mean, this is the first time I hear that, which I'm convinced, and I can see that
You
now.
can feel,
You know,
yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
but it's not heard. You see, it's
Right.
no point telling one person.
No, 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 no. Not that he wants me to take action. Not that he wants to. I do not know what he wants to do with his problem. All right, but
No, he
just
should share.
to
I
me,
mean,
it's more of. To me, it's not about him. To me, it's like, oh my gosh. I mean, different people receive news and interpret differently. To me, I see the way the Ministry of Manpower. All right, whoever her name is, Josephine something, has first and foremost neglected the foreign worker,
mm,
and the numbers skyrocket to 20, 30,000 and still counting every day, at least 5, 600. All right. Until all 300,000 are tested. And it takes you 60 months to test that. If you are testing 500 a day, that was one blunder made. And it's a very big blunder. Um, I can forgive that lah, as a citizen, all right, of Singapore. I can forgive that. Uh, and now they are so focused on the foreign worker. The rest, they have no idea. 2, 3 days ago, somebody shared, it's in Singapore, when the food supply came. I think it could be in the Singapore Expo. Oh, it was like a fish market. Everybody is like out of control. They don't observe so I think you must watch a video. People were grabbing the food. Now, don't forget, when the food comes, my friend don't have a share. He has to go for the coffee shop. Life is as usual for him. I mean, that is really pathetic, boy. It's a reflection of our leader. That's how I see it. It's not about here solving my friend's problem.
yeah. I hear you. I hear you.
Yeah.
I guess there's always two sides of the coin, and now there are many stories that was untold and shared. It's like it is. Share is all I think I'm quite happy with how our country handle the case, especially when if let's say we let's say the dormitory was let loose, it's going to be terrible.
Well, that
it's
is
going to be another set
that
of
is
worms.
of course. See, that is if we have, but it's not. The fact is that it was really neglected. That's more. The second stumbling block, all right, is the guy who says, "Oh, you only wear masks when you're sick." That's why the community goes up. The spread goes up. So until they says, "Oh, World Health Organization have just passed a recommendation that everybody should wear masks." So I mean, a lot of people make fun of them, right? They just switch the rule around. It's no longer them talking; it's a World Health Organization talking that, hey, you should wear your mask now.
Okay,
Man,
maybe
yeah,
you do
I tell you, it's another
not
formula
aware
there.
that
Huh? Sorry.
by the way, if you do not know, the only sick who wear only the sick wear mask, right, is from the UN. It's not from the government. Our government is following the UN instruction. I know because Sally works in the hospital. She was sharing with me just a couple of
No,
days
I
ago.
understand. You see, only the sick wear masks. Okay, we are talking about only the sick. All right, correct. But to be safe, then it's very clear cut, right? Everybody wear mask. I mean, to be safe,
Yeah.
lah. That's it. Yeah, everybody wear mask, lah.
But
If we talk
the
about
fact
pandemic, we talk about pandemic,
yeah.
if I have an oxygen tank, if I have to walk in an oxygen tank, I would, Casey. No, it is the fact. It is the
I
fact. Yeah.
I'm imagining your clumsy you with a very expensive space
Yeah,
suit.
like those ski diving,
It got to be expensive, okay?
No, must have brand, Prada. Yeah, correct, correct. And then that gadget on my visor, is like Iron Man type, Yeah. Yeah. No, but anyway, that is a kind of a. I feel sorry for my friend. That's all. I mean, a true Singaporean who has worked in the dormitory for like good 10 years, knows the in and out. These are the people who takes shit from the authority and implement it, and get treated like, I don't know, right? They
But
they must have
Michael,
feel very lousy. Yeah.
I think we have to acknowledge this that your friend is not alone. We are not doing this alone. We are fighting this together. We are all in the same shit. You know. So it's not like he's better. We are better than him. No, no,
Hey,
we
but
are not.
Casey, no, I cannot agree with you. If you could imagine you're in his shoe at the dormitory now, the food came, you don't have a share. All right.
But
Yeah.
then
I mean, that is quite
when
sad. Yeah.
we
Mhm.
have our set of issues in our life that is
Of
similar to
course, of
his
course. I
issues.
understand. If you put it that
So
way,
if we look at him, yeah, I can say yes. Wow, I'm so sorry for you. Then when I tell him my problem, he'll say, "Oh wow, I'm so sorry for you." Something like that. But as I said, we are all in this together. We're not saying that I'm better than you or he's better
yeah,
than me or you're worse than me. No, no, no. I guess what we need to do now is be more positive and hope this thing will be over.
yeah.
Sitting now in a cafe talking cock with you rather than on video
Mhm.
calls, that is
Pretty much,
much
this is
I
this
think.
is a TCSS
Yeah,
session. Yeah, correct.
yeah. So it's not that what do you call that? I know is right. I'm not into hugging you, but yes, pandemic over, I'll see you. I'd like to give you a hug,
Right,
something
right,
like that.
right, right,
Well,
right.
Michael, you take care. I'll chat with you tomorrow.
Yeah, can.
Okay, Monday. Bye
Oh
bye.
yeah, today is Friday. Yeah.
Friday, yeah, it's so fast. My goodness, another 5 videos this week. Wow,
Yeah,
wonderful.
yeah. Right. Yeah, I lost count. I'm too many to count. Right? We have like 20 now. Yeah. Anyway, yeah.